Have you come to the realization that you've been dating down or friendshipping down, meaning you're getting involved in relationships with people who don't understand your value and are nowhere near your level of accomplishment, development, and they're unable to give back to you, and you're the one being the support, a contributor in that relationship? You need this video today. Hi Changemakers, it's Julia Chow. Welcome back to this channel. I hate to break this to you, but if you've been dating down or friendshipping down, that is a sign that you need to work on your self-worth. When you feel insecure and you don't feel good enough about yourself, you feel like there's something wrong with you or there's something bad about you, typically has to do with the kind of family you come from or some of the experience or decisions you made in the past that were not good choices. Or if you experience a lot of difficulty reconciling with your origin story, how you came about in this world, you will suffer a lot with low self-confidence and you find yourself settling a lot. And friendshipping down, dating down has exactly to do with that, is you settling. Settling only happens when you have low self-confidence. Even though you may be somebody who perceives you to be strong, somebody very independent, there is a part of you that depends on other people's validation. You need to feel like you are good enough, and you spend a lot of time needing to soothe yourself, to tell yourself that you are okay. And one of the ways that you make yourself feel okay is by surrounding yourself with people who actually need a lot more help than you. And that leads to a problem where you are unable to really thrive in your potential, because we are the sum of 5 people that we surround ourselves with. If you're constantly surrounding yourself with people who can barely function in their own life, who can barely have their emotional and spiritual life together, some who barely can hold down a job or have a decently paying job, who can barely take care of themselves to be independent, then you are sabotaging yourself by being in the type of company that does not allow you for further growth. You become the mother, the nurturer, and it doesn't allow you to thrive to your potential. Leveling yourself up is not about what you wear or the makeup or the hair that you do. Leveling yourself up is about surrounding yourself with a type of company that sees your value, understands your value, and appreciates you. If you're surrounding yourself with people who do not have capacity to understand anything beyond their own survival needs, and when people are in the survival mindset, they are very selfish. They're not able to truly understand other people and their experiences and perspective. If you're surrounding yourself with these types of people, you're not going to get your needs met ever. The only need that you may be getting met right now is escaping the sense of loneliness that you feel, that deep loneliness that you feel inside, which is actually a symptom of something totally different. It's not to do with how many people you surround yourself with. It's really to do with having felt different growing up or not having felt understood. Even coming from a big family or a family with a lot of money, you may have felt isolated, not understood, and not seen. And this loneliness is actually a symptom of that, replaying in your mind and your experiences, in your perception, in your feelings. Surrounding yourself with people who are misaligned and do not have the capacity to see your value actually makes you feel lonely. That's why a lot of people who get divorced and have a completely new relationship makeover will often talk about how lonely they were while being surrounded by so many people, running around busy, having a lot of relationship obligations, and etc. Settling never helps anybody. And if you say took a job because you had no other option and you have to pay your bills, that's fine. But it becomes settling if you stay in that too long. An experiment becomes failure if you stay in that too long. We have to try things. We cannot prevent mistakes in life. But what you can do is to learn from it quickly and to move forward. A connoisseur understands and appreciates an artwork more. Somebody who's a wine connoisseur is really going to understand the nuances of the flavor. Somebody who's a dance connoisseur is not going to see a ballet and walk away with the same type of entertainment that the rest of the uneducated people have experienced while watching that ballet. Somebody who's a connoisseur is going to understand all the nuances of what makes this dance so valuable, what made the performance so outstanding. Similarly, if you surround yourself with people with little sophistication of what quality means, of what a valuable person means, then you are putting yourself in a situation where you're asking not to be valued. People who do not have the foundational understanding of a quality human being do not have the capacity to value an individual who shows up, who gives reciprocity, who gives value, who collaborates, and has very sophisticated knowledge in all different aspects of the world in a very well-rounded way. Somebody with sophistication who can match you at the level will understand your value. This is where you need to take yourself out of being the big fish in the little pond and make yourself the littler fish in a big pond, where you can surround yourself with people who bring all sorts of different kinds of well-rounded knowledge that can complement you, who can collaborate with you and share and expand your mindset in a way that helps you grow. It will get you to see opportunities beyond what you thought was possible, see different ways of living, see different ways of earning an income, different ways of experiencing life, which is exactly what you need to continue to develop your growth mindset and to reach your highest potential. Doing this work requires you to work on your triggers. You need to recognize what they are, to know how to soothe them, and even have somebody point out to you some of the unhelpful beliefs that you hold about people in general that's preventing you from trusting and putting yourself out there and in these circles that are going to elevate you, and to expand your wings so you can explore different options while experiencing true reciprocity, collaboration, friendships at such a deep level. Everybody has connection wounds to some point. We all have painful experiences with peers, with family members, and through these experiences, we lose trust in people. And then we find that coping mechanism way of surrounding ourselves with certain types of people that we think are harmless or less harmful. But this is the mindset that actually gets you into really restricting, growth suppressing environments. Working on your trust and learning to connect with people is what's going to change your life. This is where you're going to stop settling. You're going to see your worth. You're going to see your value and really believe in it, which then you command and demand. And the only types of people who can give you and meet those needs where you are people who are equally elevated, well-rounded, educated, and have their life together. Imagine, instead of always being the giver, being a giver and a receiver and collaborator, the types of heights that you can reach with people who are doing that with you simultaneously. It's a beautiful thing. It can be very hard to imagine sometimes, and you just need someone to show you what's possible. So if you're ready for that, go down to the description below and book a chat with me, and I would love to find out more about you and how we can help you elevate your life. Thank you so much for watching. It's Julia Cha. See you in our next video.